Welcome back. Topics from the hat. His dirty mind, his filthy mind, his interesting mind.
Yeah.
He doesn't mind. It doesn't
So
matter.
this comes from a ladies' night that we do once a year. And it's called Inside His Dirty Little Mind. And we invite 5 men to come and face basically the jury. And the sort of 3 arrive normally, but if we get a full house, it's 5 people. And how it works is we then have all the women, and they write the questions they've always wanted to ask a man about on a post-it, and it goes into, we stick it on the wall, and the guys can then choose what they want to answer.
I've got to say, it's the most fascinating workshop or ladies' evening that I've ever attended.
Oh, really?
I learned so much because I thought I knew some things that I actually didn't.
Okay.
It was illuminating,
Yeah,
to say the least.
I'm always interested in the questions that get asked because, you know, we've been doing it for a number of years, and you can see the ebbs and flows of the questions.
I mean, what are the standard questions are what?
Okay, so what's this thing about anal sex?
Yeah, and threesomes. That's always going to come up.
Always comes up. The second one that always comes up is, do you prefer a clean, vagina, waxed, or you know, natural hair? The one that comes up quite often is, would you have sex with a fat person?
Do people really ask that about fat people?
Yes, and I think it's always somebody who has a body image problem, who sees themselves as fat and unlovable and all.
So it's not an obesity question, really. It's actually about insecurity.
It's insecurity. And a lot of the questions are insecurity based. You know, like, you know, would you go down on me? Like, you know, why wouldn't you? You know, I mean, how's that not a? How do you even ask that? But
I guess if you can't ask your partner, being able to ask a man who's willing to be honest is even a better way, perhaps, to do it, because you're going to get an honest answer.
The only problem with what that is that the men who do turn up inevitably have sexual intelligence and emotional intelligence. They're not like just summer, you know, they're not just somebody we've pulled off the street.
So they're not going to be the same as the partners that are asking those questions.
Not always, but they do. They are. One of the guys that we get more often than not is brutal. I mean, he is so brutal in terms of his honesty. Yeah. And it's really interesting to listen to somebody who's that brutal about it, which kind of puts things into perspective. So what I will do is I will put together a PDF of all the questions that have been asked.
That's a good idea.
I will also say what the answers were from some of the men. And then the other thing is that there is a podcast of the radio show that I did where I interviewed 2 of the guys that did the last one.
Oh, fantastic.
So you can go and listen to that one as well.
I found the most fascinating part of that whole evening was you can give a bad blowjob, because in my mind, I guess
any blowjob is good enough.
I had this idea that men were so grateful that you were willing that there was no such thing as a bad blowjob, but obviously there's bad cunnilingus as well, so it is possible. And it's not focusing just necessarily on the negative, but it's just interesting to see how many perspectives there are. And look, 3 perspectives, male perspectives, is not all men, but it's a really good way to start finding out answers to things you've always wanted to know about.
Yeah. And you know, if there's anything you've wanted to know, then be too shy to ask. Yeah. Email, SMS, you know, get hold of us. Go onto the website, and there's a little, you know, contact us here button. Contact us and tell us what it is, and hopefully we can answer you.
And if there's anything we've said that your experience is different, or you'd like to share with us, or you'd like to ask a question on, do exactly the same. Because we're not infallible fountains of knowledge. I mean, I like to believe I am.
Yeah, I was just going to say, speak for yourself,
but even with the 2 of us, there are things we definitely disagree on. So it's important to realize there is more than one perspective on sexuality. So the more perspectives we can get, the better. So if you do write in or email us, we'd love to hear from you.